Hello there, YouTube, and welcome to what started out as a 30-degree Friday. I have no idea what the date is. I think it's the 14th. It's 35 degrees now, and you can hear the gutters running and watching the big chunks of snow falling out of the trees. You can see the mountains there, how much snow was missing out of the trees. It was just absolutely white. But we were without power last night. It was probably, I don't know, it was about 1 o'clock in the morning it kicked off. And maybe it was just before 1. Well, anyway, woke me up. Just all of a sudden the silence. And then, for whatever reason, some of the dogs freak out. Specifically Madison is just flipping out, going through, banging around everything. You know, because her hips were already kind of messed up before she had her little accident out there on the highway. But she gets too excited, she kind of flops around quite a bit. Goofy old dog. Well, she's driving, literally waking everybody up in the house. Anyway, woke up and it's just blackout. And man, telling Kelly, I said we should probably, grab that Polaris because it'll, it goes like 10 hours or so on a tank of gas. Just at least have it up here on the porch, just in case, it's full of gas, ready to go. She goes, oh, there's no wind. Nothing's going to happen. Boom. Out went the power. Of course, her oldest grandson, Lucas, he's out playing games, and he's a hoot owl. His mom, Christy, our daughter, and I, just like my mom, we're hoot owls, night owls. Never sleep, it seems like. But anyway, the three of us were up. And so we're going along, and Chrissy's going, oh, my phones the batteries are almost dead. So it didn't take too long, because everybody's on their phones now, that all their phones go out. I've ever seen them think the batteries are just dead. Would you ever charge that thing? I never even see it on the charger. Yeah, when it finally just dies. And so anyway, they ran out, and I go, well, the power, shouldn't take too long. It's not windy and stuff like that. But yeah, it was almost 6 hours when it finally came on. So I sat there, and because the iPad and the MacBook Pro just literally goes forever on battery. So I, edited photos and built the video. And I was actually done with the video the sun wasn't even up. I think it was like close to 6 this morning. I was just bored. And I wasn't going to go out there and traipse through the snow to get the thing going. Well, I used Google Docs to where I, the info, the description and stuff in each video, the titles, everything, all that stored in Google Docs. And well, we have just a sliver of, I think it says LTE or whatever it is, which you remember when LTE was like the most unbelievable thing ever. It was so fast. It's crazy how things change so quick. Well, anyway, it's just so slow that Google Docs won't work. I go, man, don't tell me I have to go out there and grab that Honda generator just to run the dadgum to power up the DSL modem thing. So I'm going along, and I go, well, I can work around it here somehow. And well, I just keep getting errors. I'm like, all right, that's it. I was done with the video. So anyway, I thinking, well, man, I guess I'll go out there. I'll just grab the Honda. It's not as heavy. And anyway, I'm gathering my stuff and trying to keep, because Danny, I get up moving around. He knows when I'm about to go outside. So he gets the zoomies and starts bouncing around the house. I'm like, Danny, calm down. Speaking was just Danny, Abby. And anyway, I'm grabbing stuff and I'm quietly grabbing the keys. I grabbed Kelly's keys. He's got like 9,000 things on her keychain. I'm trying to be quiet. Going out the door, and I'm going, you Listen how quiet that car is going down in the snow. It's just silent. That's cool. No gravel sound. But anyway, I'm about to go out the door and I'm going, you are the biggest bonehead. I got that DJI power bank. So I go out there and I grab that thing, pull that power bank thing up, and I go, well, grab your phones and stuff and we'll get this thing charged up, you know. We had probably too much stuff on there. No heaters or anything. Anything with a fan really sucks the batteries. You ever notice that, like your Milwaukee blowers and anything that has a fan? Why does that suck a battery more than anything? But anyway, still nice and snowy out here. The trees are very much so losing their snow. All the snow that was stuck in that. Well, there's a little bit of hog wire in there too. So there's chicken wire and hog wire mixed in that thing. Sasha and all the dogs come out, did their running around, carrying on. Daniel, we're still out in the field. Oh, pine trees, all their snow and stuff is gone. I would guess probably, with the exception of the freezing rain for a while, packing it down a little bit, and it was probably about 6 inches, which is about a norm for a snow event around here. Well, you guys have been watching for a while. You've seen it was almost 2 feet out here. That's not completely rare, but it doesn't happen very often around here. But, in 20 minutes, I can be in several feet of snow. I just got to go east just a little bit and go into the heavy mountains, heading towards Mount St. Helens out there. It gets deep real fast. You get into, change required and everything else, like almost right away. Well, I've ridden you up there on motorcycles enough time. You guys have seen all the signs. Well, some of those things flip and they fold up during the warmer season, so you might not see them. Well, it seems like there's a little bit of a blue haze out there in the sky, like maybe them clouds are kind of thin. Maybe we go for a ride or something. No, I guess I could take one of the dirt bikes out there, but you go out there and get yourself hurt. You'll fart out there messing around with stuff. All right. Welcome to the day. Talk to you for forever there. Just coming out there and tell you morning. Good morning. I talked long enough, almost about to say good afternoon. All right. I'll let you go. All right. So I went in the house and went to charge that power bank up, and it was still at 100%. So there's no change there. So I came out here and I pulled the lock cylinder out. Super easy to do. Of course, the cap's got to be off to do it. You press anyway, with the key in there, and you can pull the thing right out. I bagged everything up, the springs and all the bags in their right order. Even saved the little piece that goes across the top. And I'll box her up and send this thing back to Harley. So I pull up 2025 Pan America S and go through the accessories. Guess what they sell? They sell the optional locking gas cap. Guess what's exactly the same? That cap is the same part number. So either the sales of those caps are that low that nobody's figured it out. So I'm gonna, because I had no way to electronically, I guess I think one of those emails I could reply to. Maybe I'll do it that way and let them know that I've sent it. And well, they're gonna know the tracking number because they sent me the tracking number well, not the label, but it's in a PDF form. Let them know that as it says, well, in here it says 21 and later, but if you look at the description on the website, it says 21 through 23. Same part number. It will not fit what do you call it? A 24 and a half, late model 24, whatever. It's different. So it says it fits. Well, if you look up a 2025, it says it fits too. It will not fit. It literally does not fit in the oval hole in the bottom. It leaves a gap because the stock one is much wider than the earlier ones. So this goes to a point towards the end here. How this is nice and sharp. They're much wider. In fact, it's so much wider that the mounting holes are different. And it has a more advanced, instead of this old-fashioned, floppy thing, which has been in motorcycles forever and other things. It's got some fancy internal thing it does it internally, much more modern. So this is just an older style gas cap. So I'll put that thing in a PDF. I'll see if I can email them. If not, I'll put it, print out a PDF and I'll stuff it in the box before I leave with it, or before I ship it, and let them know. The late model 24s, whenever, I don't know at what point they change these things, but I know that people that bought later 24s later in the year, as I did, at the very end. I mean, I got this thing a month or two before. Oh no, because they do it in first of the year. But it was, it was my dad's birthday, October 5th. Is when I bought this thing. This is definitely the late model one. It's got the black paint in the sides with that weird drain thing at the back of the tank, and yeah, it's different. I finally took my thing off and stuck those little looks like dental picks in there. I was thinking about messing around, seeing if I can make this light work with this thing. I don't know. That's a lot of wires. But that's ready to bag up and be shipped back to the mothership. I don't know how much room's underneath there. The other thing too, is I got this thing dirty. On that last ride, I hate taking a bike apart to do anything on it when it's got junk all over it. And it's still, there's probably still 3 inches of that snow out there. It's like 37, 38 out there, so it's going to melt pretty quick. But I hate working on stuff when it's dirty. So, I need to pull some. Obviously, I'll just pull probably got to pull them guards off to take those side panels out. I don't know. I'll look. I got an e-manual for it. I'll check it out. But see what's involved with getting those lights. First thing I want to do is see if I can come up with a comfortable place to put the light switch for it. Something that I can hide somehow and make it look clean. I don't know. I just don't know just yet. We'll sort something out. The other thing too, it's too bad that the switch is chrome. I guess I could sandblast the thing and paint it black. It's 5:35 now. I guess I made up some sleep from being up all night. It took like a 3.5 hour nap. I can't believe it. There's one of the cats. I think that one's Oreo. There's 3 of them out there. Actually, there's 4. You just don't see the 4th one very often. But we're just at sunset. The kids are building a snowman. I think they're building... Sasha. I think they're building multiple snowmen out there. They're all having fun. Screaming and carrying on. It got up to, I think, 38, 39, somewhere around there. I'll have to look at my little thing and see what the record was for the day. But you can see it's, woof. She's dropping quick. It was supposed to rain at one point today, but it never did rain. And When I woke up, Kelly goes, "Did you have a nice little nap?" I said, "Man, I flat the heck went out." Oh yeah, definitely a lot. You can see the grass even through the other fields over there. You could see it on my side because it's, but they cut their stuff out there. It was just totally white out there before. Yeah, I literally went in there to look at the shop manual for something on the Pan America, and Kelly goes, "You ready for lunch?" I go, "Oh, yeah, it is about that time." That was right at 2 o'clock. Ate my lunch, sat back to settle, just let the food settle there for a second. Never even opened up the MacBook to open the manual. And yeah, never went there. The files folder was open, and that was it. I was out cold. But man, I feel like $1,000,000 now. Actually, I felt fine. I do really good with little sleep. I function better that way. If I get too much sleep, I get all punchy and weird. Pisses Kelly off. He goes, "You're so strange. I should have woke you up early." If I get like one of those crazy, if I get 8 hours sleep straight. Man, I had to double take that. I thought that was a spider going down the road. Obviously, the highway out there is cleared up because they're just moving at full pace now. Anyway, that'll be the end of the snow thing for, well, never say never. Or assume stuff like that. So gotta watch your step out here. The snow's lost that dry. Well, I guess it's got some of it there. Well, it's enough that they're building a snowman like very easily. But yeah. Hear them kids grunting trying to roll them big old snowballs. I think they've waited so long now that snow is getting tackier. You guys having fun? Look at Raylan. Let's see how dirty I can get my nice new little snowsuit. She's such a little riot. All right. I don't know if I showed you guys, but that thing's all tightly packed up. No rattles whatsoever in it. It's got a little bit of Beaumont packing in there along with the Harley stuff. I didn't like how loose it was, but it was a box in a box. And I'll do the same thing. You don't want to ship something with a Harley label on the side of it. It'll never make it to where it's going. Anything says Harley on it, people see dollar signs, But this is one side. There's 2 bags. And where I was thinking about where if I didn't use the stock mount, which I probably can, but it's kind of focused on using those clamps. But if I came across, this will end up mounting on the top. It's probably all going to slide away. So that'll mount on the top, and I could come sideways with this, but I don't like how it would mount to it. Because it wants to connect to this, and then you run a bolt through that into that. That thing doesn't even look like it's threaded. Oh, duh. I was actually wondering, why is there one 6mm nut? That's because that goes in there. So I could probably make something work with that. But it wants to use that mount. This is just my thought. Oh, and the minimum width that it goes to is 20mm, and the bar, if I was going to hang it, is 21 millimeters. So that's not going to be a lot of biting force on this. And then you're forced to use one of these cheesy adapter things, and I don't know about you, but I've never had luck with that kind of crap on stuff. But I don't know. I guess you'd run it on the bottom because it's got more teeth down there or something. But, I mean, that just looks cheesy. Whenever you see something like that, it just doesn't look like... I think I was even pointing the camera. It doesn't look right. So you got two different thicknesses here. It appears to be. Or, no, they're both the same. But, are they the same? That one definitely looks thinner than that one. But anyway, my two train of thoughts here. I don't know, I just got this funky feeling about that thing sitting so low right there. But when it's coming off of this is the back of that light. Let me grab the light here right quick. I should mount one of those little top things on there so you can see. I love the watertight connectors on here too. Those are nice. Use a little dielectric grease in there. So this is the top of it, and you need to have the top right because there's a fog light version that's in the LED. But see, when this is lined up with that, the back of this thing is going to be pretty much right against that radiator shroud, and that seems awfully low. So what I was thinking is clamping it, you know, from one of these bars like this. But even that, it's going to be literally, that's a waterproof connection you got in the back there too. Or I could run, because they got to be opposing. You're not thinking straight here, Smoak. Have the wire coming out on the inside. Yeah, that'll clear. And have it mounted from that bracket coming down. But I don't like those cheesy pinch clamps. Or maybe I could come a little farther out, but I don't want the wires dangling out the side. And if you crash, I don't want this to get taken up right away. But something like that, I think it'll work. If I can just figure out where to put all the wires and stuff. So taking this thing apart's super easy. I like to look at the manual first before I just gas and start yanking and pulling. It just literally comes right apart. But you can even get it all off without the taking the tank off. But I will have to take the skid pan off because I can't get the lower bolts. So because I want that all clean to wire all that stuff. And kind of pondering the idea of using if you go on the trip, put the charge base on here underneath that thing. But man, each one of those things you add on, that thing's, you know, heading for your tank bag, you know, because I will probably run a tank bag. But if you get a lot of the tank bags sit back here, but I don't like most of those things. You see them on these things and they flop to one side. What's her name? Oh, Nora Lee. With her, I mean, constantly that tank bag's flopping around. Of course, their newest Yamaha, the 87 Yamaha she's using, the tank's a little different, but you know, all our previous bikes, that thing's floundering around. That would absolutely send me batty. So you have the option of using a mount at the bottom, but oh no, you got to use the thing with it. Oh, it's the same piece. So you can come from the bottom. I don't want the clamp sitting out on the edge. I don't want the clamp out here, because just a simple drop, you're going to snap that aluminum clamp. But I could go underneath and have it pointing. Man, those bolts just don't look that strong, because that thing's kind of meant to you know, dangle from the clamp. I don't know. But that gives you some height changes and stuff there. I don't know. There's a whole array of different stuff I could use here. We can make it work. But anyway, I'm fiddling with it's almost 8:15 out here. And we'll be eating here before too long. So I'm going to cut this one at that, and I'll get a night's sleep and wake up with a fresh mind without power outages and all the fiascos of that this morning. And we'll look at this thing with a fresh mind. I had other things I had to do today as well, so I have nothing for tomorrow. So I'll just dive in. Look, I got 3 of them in test modes out here. The Optimates. That's cool when you look around and they're all doing their little stuff. Any other guys out here talking? Nope. Everybody's happy. Oh, there's one on the wall over here too. No, it's not testing. But anyway, I'm gonna roll at this, go to goodbye, and we'll tackle this thing tomorrow. We'll make something work. I'm just really concerned with that clump of wiring. I mean, that's more wires of some accessory thing that I want ever. But you can use a trigger for there's some ports. You want a keyed on thing because you don't want to accidentally leave that thing running. But anyway, we'll talk about all that tomorrow. And anyway, we'll go to goodbye from here. Oh, ziggity. Well, hello there, YouTube. And happy Valentine's to everybody, yes. By the way. I'm terrible at mentioning that stuff up front. We already did that this morning. Mm-hmm. And Christy got stuff for the kids, and it was fun. It was nice Valentine's. Yes. Yeah, everybody got little trinkety things and stuff like that, and little cards, of course. You always get those. Yeah, hubby picked out a very nice card. Took me a while to figure that thing out. So I studied that thing for a while. Crazy. But anyway, well, it wasn't snowing at all. Well, it was snowing this morning, but as I was roaming around out here trying to figure out, that I got the power bank here. Yeah, it was dumping, man. Yeah, it was coming down pretty good. I walked across to that thing. She got good and wet going from here back to the house. Once I realized I got the thing, what a knothead. I'm going, man, the Wi-Fi. I'm okay with stuff. The house wasn't cold, and we've got this all figured out with lights and stuff like that without having a generator. It starts getting too cold, then we get the generator, and of course, they get up and they want their coffee and stuff like that. Generator's got to come out, but anyway, I'm thinking, man, if I just get that Wi-Fi going, it'd be nice if I had just some little thing that was enough. Oh my God, how do you forget that you have that DJI power bank? Let's cruise out here and unboxed her and took her in, and then it was, I don't know, 5-10 minutes after the Wi-Fi, because it takes it a bit to boot back up that DSL modem, and boom, power comes on. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. Now you gotta power the modem down and wait for it to boot back up again. Seems like forever. There's probably 3 or 4 minutes, but when you want the Wi-Fi, you want it right now. But anyways, nice day. Kids got out and played in the snow. Made snowman. Yep. I took a crazy long nap after lunch, and I'll be up all hours of the night. But I ended up with a good night's sleep, just in pieces. Yeah. But anyway, I think on that, we will roll on out on you. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. You guys have an amazing Saturday or Sunday. Heck yeah. You guys had a nice Valentine's Day. Yes. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye. Bye.